How you doing? So, as I mentioned, I was going to take a break from MCOC, and I am taking a break. To be honest, I was since I made my video, I was still logging in MCOC to collect the free crystals and as well as the daily crystals. Other than that, I haven't played the game since I uploaded my video saying I was going to take a break. One thing is, apparently, I still have what do you call this internet service, even though I haven't paid for my phone bill this month. I still have internet service. I have no idea why. That's why I'm making this video. Maybe because it has something to do with illegal immigrants getting free phones or something. I don't know if it's related or not. If you do, let me know. um, Personally, I think as a legal, so legal, legal immigrant, it's not fair for people who come here illegally to America and then all of a sudden they get free phones. Like, you know, like like their motto, the White House, they don't want people coming to America illegally, but at the same time they're trying to give them free phones. Does that make any sense at all? Is there a logic behind that? I don't know what the heck they're thinking. I don't want to get into politics in this video, and but I really like to know your thoughts. Do you think it's fair for legal immigrants to just come without, come to America illegally, and now they're giving them free phones? I don't think it is. I mean, my dad had to do leaps and bounds for me to get to America legally, not illegally, legally. So I don't think it's fair. So let me just mention something about the game. As you could see, I haven't uploaded the new version of the update. I personally don't like that. It's kind of whack that you have to update the game every month. What's the purpose of that? I don't know. It makes you like not want to play the game, I think, because you're like here, you haven't played for like a month or a week, and then you're coming to this thing and it says you have to update the phone. It's like, nah, I don't want to play MCOC now. So I don't see the point of the update. I mean, I could understand it somewhat, but I think it's not good. So let's talk about something else. I want to talk about MCOC attributes. So I'm going to be making my own. I know Kabam just made MCOC attributes, and I'm not surprised. I think I mentioned this in the past that when it comes to like famous YouTubers, they're not happy about it, which I know they're not, because especially ease of use, they think that's a useless category, which I totally disagree. That is, these people are like they make MCC YouTube for a living. They've been playing MCOC for 10 years, play like 5 hours a day, if not more. I mean, that's why they see like things in the game like ease of use. That's not necessary. Coming from you it is, but what about the beginners or casual players who play this game? When I started playing MCOC, I was only playing 30 minutes a day, no more than an hour a day. That was it. Okay, so I want to give my opinion as a beginner as well as a casual player. How about the MCOC aptitudes, MCOC grading scale, in my opinion. If you want to like advanced skill level game, opinion, then that's not you're in the wrong channel. Okay, I just want you to give you my opinion as a beginner casual player, because especially new players. I mean, there's like over 200 champions in the game, and every what there's two new champions every month. If you're a person who just new to the game or play this game like 30 minutes or even an hour a day, you think you have time to learn over 200 champions? Of course not, right? Who the heck has you know who has that time, who just wants to play this casually, especially for new players? So I want to give you my opinion as a casual player, and as well as for beginners as far as grading scale, because Ease of use when it comes to like these famous YouTubers, they think it's useless, which I totally disagree. It's probably the most important thing to have knowledge when it comes to beginners as well as casual players as well. Not so much casual players, but definitely for beginners. And I think that's really what it's really designed for beginners to get a better idea of the game. And I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. So I want to talk about MCOC attributes. As you know, it's not perfect. There's definitely a lot of work in progress. It is kind of like a beta version because they definitely need some improvements. So let me just explain why. So where is it at? This is probably the only thing that makes really sense, common sense. Ghost is an incredibly powerful champion that is not easy to play and even harder to master. When looking at her in the hands of the best summers in the contest, she is often the highest damaging character in the game, placing her in the top 99% when comparing that metric to a summoner less experienced. With Ghost, those numbers drop to 50% less damage on average. This differential stats results in Ghost having a very low ease of use score. So, as I mentioned before, and it's just common sense, is if you don't know how to use a champion, their damage is not that good. And Ghost is a very good example of that. So for a beginner, as well as like um as a casual player, Ghost is not going to be a very good champion. But when you look at these famous YouTubers, they're like, "Oh yeah, Ghost is the best." Blah blah blah. Yeah, for skill players, you don't say that. For beginners, right? They just so I feel like it's so biased. You know what I mean? If you disagree, let me know. And another thing, that's the only thing that makes sense for me. This script, some things just doesn't make sense. Let's look at it. What doesn't make sense? Thing he got 5 out of survivability. That I can probably agree with. I don't maybe like a 4.5 because I don't think any champion without ability to regen should have a 5 in survivability. But I think I can go with that as a 5. I'm okay with that. He does have his protection thing, which makes him like really hard to beat in some cases. With if you don't have the right champions to play with. Yeah, this is probably the second thing that they screw up the most, if not the most. Look at Corvus Glaive. His ease of use is a 2 out of 5. Corvus Glaive is one of the easiest champion to use in the game. I don't know how they came up with a 2 out of 5. There must be a logic behind it. I wish they actually have a reason why he's 2 out of 5. It doesn't make sense. He was one of my first champions, and I was really did a lot of fights with him that I did made it look easy because he's easy to use. I mean, you just do a standard 5-hit combo. When I started playing this game, I used to do end the 5-hit combo with a light attack. I didn't even know you could end with a medium attack. So I was always wondering, like, some champions like Aegon, how's he getting that like 6-hit combo? Like, how are people doing that? Then I realized if you end with a hit medium, then you can do a 2-hit combo with some champions. So then also I also realized to conserve Corvus Glaive's charges, you want to just do a medium light medium instead of doing a 5-hit combo. So those are things I've learned. But ease of use, 2 out of 5. What? Where's the logic behind that? Another thing that could arguably be even worse is let me just go, and doesn't make any sense at all. Let's look. Where is it at? Come on. All right, let's go. Where's it at? Quake. Okay. Quake survivability is 4.5. I mean, really? How? I mean, is this coming from like the top 1% of MCOC? Like, I mean, I could understand her survivability is 4.5 if she doesn't get hit, you know? Like, She doesn't have any immunities, no regen. So how can her survivability be a 4.5? Like I could see that if you're like you don't get hit, okay? But that doesn't make sense. Everybody makes mistake. That's what that's what makes us unique because we make mistakes. So how do you get 4.5 survivability from Quake? That doesn't make any sense at all to me. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts. So I will be making MCOC attributes in the future as coming from a beginner as well as a casual player. I also might consider doing arena predictions in the future. Um, I mean, I get really upset. I don't know why. Because I see all these people trying to make arena predictions. It's like, it's just so terrible. It's like they don't like, I mean, I understand they have lives, they don't have time to put in the game to really get an accurate arena prediction. But if you're gonna make it, try to make it accurate or something. Like, spend some time, especially with new champions. I mean, they have no idea whose champions are good, are coming out, so they just give them like terrible scores on the arena prediction. I saw some guy predicted Omega Sentinel 160 million. I mean, come on, dude, for a 6 star. Jesus, that's just terrible arena prediction. I mean, come on, that's just so bad. It's so terrible. So, I'm when it comes to the game, I'm not like the most skilled player, you know. I mean, but I have a very good knowledge of the game. I probably watch more videos of MCOC than I do playing the game, and I've been playing this game for 4 years. I probably have watch more videos. Like I probably for sure over 1,000 hours, maybe over 2,000 hours of MCOC content on YouTube the last 4 years watching MCOC. So I probably have watched more MCOC content than I have playing the game. I'm not very skilled, like I said, but I have a lot of knowledge of MCOC. I was seeing this guy. He was assuming that no champion in LOL can take like 50 hits or something. I'm like, even a 6 star rank 4. I told him, don't make assumption if you don't have good knowledge of the game. I mean, this guy is a throne breaker, but at the same time, he's like, you know, making false assumption. And he actually plays another game too, so I could say he doesn't spend a lot of time in MCOC as much as I do. He probably doesn't watch a lot of MCOC content, obviously, like as much as I do. So he doesn't know like Diablo, King Root can do the same thing, if not better. There are plenty of fights where King Root and Diablo uh, finish LOL or even Abyss with 100% health. I mean, I saw a guy like took like 98 hits with against what is that? uh, Daredevil, and he finished with 56% health with Diablo with a 6 star rank 3. So he was mentioning, she because Gamora got buff. It was like no champion in the game could take 50 hits, you know, and finish with like 50% health or something like that. I mean, there's so many videos with Groot, Diablo finishing with 100% health. I actually saw a guy with a 5 star Diablo. I don't know exactly how many hits, but it was at least 23 hits or something, maybe up to like 40 hits. He finished with like 56% health with a 5 star. And this guy was talking about like a 6 star rank 3 Gamora, with class advantage, taking 50 hits and finishing with like 50% health. I mean, come on, dude. Or I think even less than 50% health. And he mentioned, oh, there's no champion in the game that has that can take 50 hits. There's Diablo, there's King Root. So I know, and I don't like when people make false assumption in MCOC. And I probably have in the future. If you know which ones, let me know. I did mention that the champion boss has the hardest attack in the game, but at the same time, it did say I don't know, right? Maybe all fights in that X7 boss X7 boss, I'm not sure, but I know 7.4 boss. There are some champions that hit harder than the champion, the champion character. So I did say he has one of the highest attack in the game, the champion boss, the champion, which is true. So if I make any wrong assumptions, let me know. But I hate when people make wrong assumptions in the game. That's all. So that's it. I will be making MCOC attributes in the future. I don't know when. I really wanted to take a break from the game, but somehow I still have service. So here I am making MCOC YouTube content. So, but I'm not playing the game, not for a while. Thank you.